What's up, guys, and welcome back to the doctor's office. I am Dr. K Ray Knight, here to give you proper diagnosis and prognosis and everything comics and comic book characters. And today we are on issue 7 for Storm. Baby, listen. This was crazy intense. If you guys remember the interview that I did with Mirewa Ayodele, he said that book 7 was going to be fucking amazing, and he was not lying. So we have where Storm and Maggot are in the Amazon rainforest, and they are going after a snake. But prior to all of that, we have the Silver Surfer, who has been combined with the Power Cosmic, as well as the Dark Sword, whose name is just gonna pop over there because I can't remember it. And he turns into one of the most powerful beings in the universe. And Galactus is asking for his assistance because the Oblivion Void, which is just like, it's one of the elder gods that kills other gods, basically, other entities. And it is coming that way. So it looks like it's about to kill Galactus. And he's asking for Silver Surfer's help. While that is happening, we are in the Amazon rainforest, and they are going after a green anaconda that has been infused with super soldier serum. And so Maggot kind of almost gets injured by the snake, and she decides to basically chase it down because she has the speed to do so. How we got here is, of course, the fault of Tony. Just like everything the fuck else. So Tony comes into her house, and like, she comes downstairs, she's in her pajamas, her robe, and she's just like, what the fuck? He's like, you need better security. And she said, you need to stop bringing your lady friends to my sanctuary to look at my baby hippos. And he's like, oh, I did not think that you knew about that. She was like, it is my house. And she's like, it's too early in the fucking morning. What do you want? And so he starts talking to her about a situation that is happening. So for some strangely odd reason, they are trying to recreate the super soldier serum that created Captain America. Tony, why? And one of the people who I think has the super soldier serum in them was swallowed in the Amazon by this giant anaconda, which is how the anaconda got infused with the super soldier serum. Okay. However, what is stopping them is this really weird weather anomaly of all this lightning everywhere, and they're trying to protect the people. So Black Panther is back, and he has this insane weapon that he's using. Mr. Fantastic is there trying to assist because, of course, he's got like a rubber-like body, so that should assist, like, should be able to help with the lightning. Tony's trying to assist, and she also mentions the fact that she can smell the cosmic dust coming off of him, and that he has not located Thor. So he's looking for Thor for some reason. And he's like, we've literally tried everything, and the only thing we have not tried is a storm god. So she does decide to assist with the whole weather anomaly, with the getting the person out of the snake and all this other stuff. However, the snake gets completely fried with that person inside of it, and Maggot is just like, bro, what the fuck? That was quite literally our entire mission, was getting that guy out of the snake. Why would you fry him like that? And so she's like, you kept up with my speed. That's really good, actually. Really good, really good. He was like, what the hell does that have to do with anything? She was like, I understand what you're talking about, and I see what you're saying. I didn't do that, though. And he was like, I'm sorry, what? So she sees Mamargan, who is on top of Ilpia, and he is a thunder god, right? And she's like, the molecules around us are being weird. And here comes Sango with his lightning breath, to which she also returns lightning breath. Hello. And then Susanoo also shows up, and she's like, Maggot, I'm about to get you out of here. You know what you need to do. So after she's able to withstand the thunderclap coming from Susanoo, she gets Maggot out of there. And Chalk also shows up. And there's like, you know, the boxes of if when you are a self-proclaimed storm god, what do you do when the real storm gods come for you? So when Chalk shows up and he's like, you know, I'm sorry, young one. And she's looking like she is trying to leave because what the fuck are y'all doing jumping me? And he grabs her by her hair and flips her on her face. Now, while her head is down in the ground, Brother Voodoo comes to her and he's like, you have the blood of Agamotto, the first sorcerer supreme, running through you. You are a descendant of Ashke, I think is what the name will pop up over there. He's like, what are you going to do when your mutant powers are not working? Her eyes go black, and she conjures up this like lightning octopus to put them in their place. And while he still has hold of her hair, she uses one of their swords to cut her beautiful hair so that he would let the fuck go. Now, when she gets back to her storm sanctuary, or her sanctuary, she said, hey, call Iron Man. Tell him that the storm anomaly is about, that weather anomaly, that shit is about to be done. Get me my blade. Get me my armor. I'm about to go god hunting. She tossed that cape off because she's ready to fight, right? Because y'all jumped her. And then, very, very peculiar voice is like, storm gods and their anger, but I have to say nay. And here comes Thor. What are you saying no for? They jumped me. Right? Like, huh? I knew this book was going to be fucking heat. I have been so excited for this book for so long. And I actually find it really interesting because Thor is also in the Miles Morales Spider-Man book with Anansi and Hercules. And they are about to go up against Ares and Lieutenant Gao for a tournament of the gods. Then this whole situation with Void, her also being Eternal Storm, like there's so many moving pieces that contribute to her story. One thing I did kind of skip over, but I also thought was funny, when she's talking to Iron Man in the beginning and she's like, you know, I do like to sleep, and she's like, and I do actually have a bed, I don't float in the air and sleep, and he's like, that's not what T'Challa told us. And she's just like, you're not about to fucking stress me out. It's too early in the morning, bro. So and then T'Challa is back, so I think that that's also really interesting. This whole issue, absolutely fucking wild. Everything goes by like fucking rapid fire, but the story is really so good. So I'm really interested in seeing how they are about to have her up against the storm gods, especially with Thor, who asked her to be the storm god for the Avengers, comes in after other storm gods quite literally jumped her ass in the Amazon, telling her to chill out. Sir, what do you mean? Please, right? So definitely interested in seeing how this goes. But that is it for this episode of The Doctor's Office. If you have not gotten the book, get the book. If you haven't listened to the podcast, listen to the podcast. And I do have another horror podcast coming out with Captain Diesel from Captain Diesel's Dojo called Ghastly Gospels. First episode drops soon, so definitely be prepared for that. It's everything horror, okay? And if you watch the video for I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer, we do talk about that because our first episode is about Elizabeth Bathory. So, but that is it for this episode of The Doctor's Office, and I will see you guys at your next checkup.